What's up guys? John here. Hope you're doing fantastic, and in today's lesson I'm going to show you how to play Tracy Chapman's classic tune, Fast Car. This is a great song to get started working on your finger picking. I'm going to break the whole song down for you, show you all the chords, the strumming patterns, and the picking patterns. So make sure you hit the thumbs up button for this free information. That's all I ask. All right, let's get into it. Make sure you put your capo on the 2nd fret. Here's the main riff. This is based off 4 chords, C, G, E minor, and D. If you know your C chord, you're gonna put that down. We're gonna play from the A string down, 3, 2, open, 1, open. That's C. And what we're gonna do is, again, I'm not using a pick for this tune. I'm gonna put my thumb on the A string, and then my index on the G string, and my middle on the B string. So I'll be using 3 fingers here of my finger picking hand. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start thinking about that C chord, but I'm actually gonna lift up my first finger. So the chord is actually the C major 7. We're gonna pinch these 3 strings, and then we're gonna do a hammer-on with our first finger to that note. So now it's gonna look like a C chord. So we'll start with the pinch, hammer, and then we're gonna take that first finger off, and we're gonna just use our index and middle to pinch the G and the B strings. So we've got 3 strings with the hammer, and then just 2 strings with these 2 fingers doing a pinch there. So that's how it starts. Then we're gonna go to a G chord, and the way I play this G chord is actually just a 2-finger G chord. You put your 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the low E string, mute the A string, so it kind of arcs over, and then you have D, G, those 2 strings open, and then your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. So that's the chord. I'm muting the A string and the high E string. Now we're gonna pinch again, 3 fingers, but this time our thumb is gonna shift up to the low E string. So for the C, we're doing this. Then on the G, the thumb of the finger picking hand comes up 1 string, because we want to play the root note in the bass. That's why we do that. So then you're going to play individual notes. You'll play the B string and then the G string. So you've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, those are my first 2 chords. I'm thinking C to G, basically. Then I'm going to leave my 3rd finger on this string, and I'm going to bring it all the way up to the 8th fret. And then I'm going to put my 1st finger on the 7th fret of the A string. And I'm going to pinch the A string, the G, and the B strings, just like I did on the 1st chord. And then we're going to move, same strings, we're going to play the 5th fret on the A string, open G, and 7th fret on the B string. So here the shape's kind of squished in with no fret between the fingers, and then here's a fret between the fingers. And if you want to know the chords there, they're actually E minor, D. That's an E minor, that's a D. So far we've got C, then G with the 2 strings, then we pinch 7th and 8th fret, and then 5 and 7. Then we're gonna do like what we did before. We're gonna pick the B string and then the G string. And that's it. So we've got E minor, D, and then we start again. So all together we've got C, then G, then E minor, D, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. So it's a 2-bar figure, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and with the chords changing, they're syncopated. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 Such a cool riff right there. Really enjoy playing that. Now I'll show you one little variation that is in there. You don't have to play it, but it's a little bonus. It sounds like this. So what that is it's just a little embellishment on that E minor to D. So you play the first part exactly the same. When you get up to 7 and 8, you're gonna reach up with your pinky and play the 12th fret. Well, let's see, I'll say perspective to the capo, so that would be the 10th fret. And then back to 8. So you just go up a whole step there. See that? So you do the pinch, then you play the whole step up on the B string, then you go back to a whole step down. Then we're gonna go to 5 and 7, same chord as before. We'll pinch. This time we'll go 1 fret higher with our pinky on the B string. So we've got... That's a little variation. And you hear that in the intro. That also comes in before the second chorus. There's like an electric guitar that just goes and kind of embellishes that little melody there. So I'll play it 4 times. I'll put the embellishment on the 3rd time. Here we go. Try and play along with me. 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Second time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4. Third time with the variation. And last time. So that's the basic idea. Now you can add more in between. You know, like a little open string in between, but I would start with that first figure and then you can build on it from there. So that's gonna be the main riff that's played throughout the majority of the song. Now there is one other part, the chorus, where we kick into some chords, and that's gonna sound like this. We'll come out of the riff. So basically I just went to a chord progression there. I started out, let me show you the progression first. We're using all pretty basic open position chords. C, G, E minor, and D. Those are the chords that we're using. Same as what we did in the riff. So we've got 1 bar of C to 1 bar of G. Then 1 bar of E minor and 1 bar of D. Okay, that's our first 4 bars. D. Okay, now in the next measure we have a split bar. We're gonna do a little bit of a chord anticipation. We're gonna go C, E minor, and then D for a bar. Then again C, E minor, D for a bar. Then the last measure goes C, D. Now the way that I'm strumming with my thumb, there's a lot of different ways that you can approach this, and you want to do what's comfortable for you. But what I'm doing is I'm using my thumb for a down strum, just like this, and then my index for the upbeat, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So on the first beat I'm playing a quarter note, 1 and. On the second beat I'm gonna rest, and then I'm gonna come back up on the and of 2 like this. 1 and 2 and 3. My hand will go down, but I won't play the strings, and then I'll come back up and 4 and. So we're gonna go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's a little 1 bar pattern that we'll take through the progression. So C, just gonna go C and switch to the E minor on the upbeat. Same again, C, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So basically what I did was play that strumming pattern through the progression. In the bars that have 2 chords, like C to E minor, I'm changing on the upbeat, the and of 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Then when you end on the last bar, you can just go C to D, kind of let it float, and then transition back into the riff. All right, let's jam everything together. We're gonna play the riff into that chorus part. We'll do the riff 4 times with the variation on the 3rd time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, riff. Second time. Third time with the variation. Last time. Here we go to the strumming, and 1, G, E minor, D, and C, E minor, D, C, E minor, D, C to D. Alright, you guys, that's all the sections to this song. I really hope this lesson helps you out. If you want to get a free ebook all about guitar soloing that's really going to help you out, it's over 100 pages long. You can get that for free in the link below. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and make sure you're subscribed to my channel. We've got new videos dropping every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Guitar lessons, tips, songs, covers. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.